Curtum, and welcome to Q&A with Don. So I got an email from Kimberly in North Carolina, and she asked me, Don, how do I make it in my business? How do I mentally get through this process when it feels like all I'm doing is failing? That's a great question, Kimberly. You know, most people have really good ideas around how to build a business. The reality of it is we have to convince others that they need us, right? That we have a product or a service that they need to buy. It doesn't matter if we're talking about comic books or if we're talking about a boutique shop with cute necklaces and all kinds of interesting things that are kind of hard to find in the department store. Or if we're talking about a service like consulting and coaching or web design and web development or social media or graphic design, or maybe you do some type of industry-specific consulting, or maybe you're a business coach, or maybe you have just a really unique business, or maybe you don't have a unique business, maybe you're a brick and mortar store. The fact of the matter is that failure is a part of business. I was just listening to a podcast a little bit ago. Some of you might know who Seth Godin is. Well, Seth Godin has been noted and recorded as saying that he failed over 800 times in 1 month before he got a single sale. This is before he got popular. This is before he became in demand and people wanted him, right? He had to really work hard at figuring out how he's different, how he's unique, how he's relevant. He had to fail a lot before he could get to the success. Now let me ask you, are you willing to fail 800 times in a row? Are you willing to suffer? Because see, here's the thing. We look across the spectrum of the internet, and what we think we see is people succeeding everywhere. Well, just because I have a speaker page up doesn't mean I'm an in-demand speaker, does it? Just because I have a blog that gets a lot of comments on it doesn't mean I'm actually reaching my target audience and people are buying from me, does it? See, what all of these things do is offer some social validation, but I still have to do the work. So how many of us are piggybacking on others, seeing their successes, and we're trying to reduplicate what they're doing, and we have this stuff on our website, and we're doing this on our social media, and all of this stuff looks really exciting and interesting, but the fact of the matter is, the reality of the matter is that we aren't doing anything. I know what that feels like. I've been there. I've done that very same thing myself. Over and over and over again, I look good, but accomplish nothing. I know that feeling. So what makes you different from anybody else? What is the kind of tenacity that you are going to need in order to be successful? Well, the first thing I would suggest to you is that you got to get your mind right. You got to get your head around the mental stability of, I am going to make this work come high hell or waters. I'm going to fail my way to success. It doesn't matter where I'm at today. It matters where my vision is and where I want to go tomorrow. Because yesterday's gone. Your failures that you committed yesterday, last week, last month, last year, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, don't matter. And it won't matter when you get to that success bar and people see it and they go, wow, how did he do it? He's an overnight sensation, an overnight success. No, never ever happens that way. Seth Godin, 800 consecutive no's before one yes. Do you have that kind of belief in yourself, that kind of tenacity, that kind of drive, that you know how special you are and how important you are? You just have to get a couple of people on board with you that can help champion you, connect you, and drive with you the message of who you are, where you want to go, and what you want to be. So think about this for just a second. American Idol, biggest bunch of fools on the planet, right? How many people kind of go out there and they've convinced themselves of how great they are in the first month of the show, and they're awful. My gosh, I mean, I'm just sitting there thinking about the sheer awfulness of what those judges have to listen to in order to find a few good rubies in the pile, right? It's daunting. It's hard. Some people have really convinced themselves they're good and they couldn't hit a note to save their lives. And folks, I got to tell you, I'm one of those people. There's no way I am ever going to put myself out there. But Kimberly, how many people have we seen who have the gift, who have the training, the skills, and the tools to go out there and perform? They just didn't quite believe in themselves. They just didn't think they had what it took. And then they get up there and they open their mouth and the notes come out and, oh my gosh, it's overwhelming. These people are freaking awesome. And then some of them go on to be finalists because they just had to build their confidence. No different. You are going to have to fail your way in your mindset to realizing all you need is to get a couple of wins under your belt. You just got to keep searching and finding until you get them. And while you're doing that, you got to be smart so you don't bankrupt yourself. And even if you do bankrupt yourself, so what? But you still have to be smart. You still have to put yourself in a position so that you can ultimately succeed. Now, this is where the rubber meets the road, right? Every person who on American Idol stood up and they were just really great but didn't have the confidence, they had worked perhaps many years developing the skill of singing. Maybe they had a voice coach. Maybe they sung all the time in the shower. Maybe they had a natural gift, but they just found a way to develop it. Well, you've got to do the same. See, for the person who's at the beginning of American Idol, who gets chosen to the ones who become the finalists, they've had coaching all the way through that show to help them become the best singers that they could possibly be. Now, what about you? Are you the best you can possibly be right now? I doubt it. Nobody ever really is. But do you have someone in your life that is absolutely helping you train, develop, create, and bring all of this out, help you flourish, thrive, and succeed? Do you have someone in your business that's helping you put the 5 processes and systems in that make every business go, and without them you don't have a business, you have a hobby, meaning marketing, sales, production or delivery, customer service, and administration? Do you understand how to build strategies, goals, and objectives for each one of those? Do you understand in your marketing how to message yourself in such a way that people have to take note of you? That doesn't mean they're going to buy from you, but they've got to take note of you. Do you network in such a way, both online and offline, that people are attracted to you, they're drawn to you, they want something from you because they know you have the ability to help them with whatever their problem or their need is? Do you have that? I will say probably not. We're probably doing a lot of mimicking out there, Kimberly. We are probably not willing to fail our way through finding that message. But you know what? There's a way to shorten that curve, and that's to have a consultant or a coach who understands how to message you properly, who can help you learn how to, within 30 seconds, tell who you are in such a way that it resonates with that person that you're talking to and they want to know more. How about the type of message online that when they look at your website right out of the gate, they know they have to talk to you? Because you identified a need, had a solution, met a problem. You did something that spoke to one person for one reason, and they have to talk to you. Does your website say that, or does your website just talk all about you? Is your website nothing more than a brochure or a catalog? What about your social media? What about your blogging? What about your networking? Is it all about you, or is it about the people that you're trying to reach? Here's my call to action for you. And this is something a lot of people fail to do at the end of their videos or in their blog articles. It's a really good, clear call to action. So let me teach you how to do this real quick. My call to action for you today is, if you want to learn how to message yourself in such a way that people have to take note, that they have to think about you and they want to consider doing business with you. If you want your marketing to be that powerful, if you want your sales to be that strong, then I want to encourage you to contact me. I want you to go to unveiltheweb.com. And I want you to go to my contact page. I want you to look through my products and services. I want you to contact me so that I can give you a free 30 or 60-minute consultation on how you can walk away with something right now that changes your business today forever. So Kimberly, I hope that helped answer your question. Failure is just a part of business. We have to figure out how to fail our way to success. No one's immune from it. Seth Godin wasn't immune from it. Donald Trump wasn't immune from it. No president was immune from it. I mean, think about this. Ronald Reagan, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, is generally revered and loved by our country. And yet, he unsuccessfully lost his first presidential campaign before he went on to win in the next opportunity. He didn't let failure be a stopping point for him. He purged through and had the tenacity to figure out, what do I need to do in order to fulfill my purpose and my mission in life? And therein is the key, folks. What is your mission and what is your purpose in life? You want help with that? Then we can find that answer with you. But you're going to have to discover that, because that's the driver behind everything that's going to make your business go. That's the driver between failing and succeeding. That's the difference between quitting and persevering. So Kimberly, thank you so much for your question this week. Thank you everyone for watching today. I hope that you found the video beneficial. Again, if you want to learn more about what kind of services I offer, from coaching and consulting, then I want you to please visit unveiltheweb.com, and I look forward to hearing from you.